Hello, and welcome to the ISONZO Zone. I will tell you 3 mistakes that noobs and tenured noobs tend to make so that you might not break them and make them. The first mistake is getting caught up in the misconceptions of the game. The second mistake is while you're playing it, having a lack of awareness. And the third mistake is a lack of learning, okay? You must learn. So, I will say this. There is very little preparation anybody can give you for ISONZO, okay? I have heard many things about it, and I don't think any of them are really true. Playing the other video games, especially the mainstream games, will give you, like I said, the misconceptions. What the AAA titles have, what makes a game a AAA title, I will tell you. It is the hype. It is the hype it can generate. It is all of the advertisements it can muster, alright? Every single major release is 60% hype, 40% game, alright? ISONZO did have some amount of hype. It did have some amount of hype, I remember. But if you are addicted to the next big thing, then I think ISONZO might be the right game to play. I have heard the word dead used to describe it, but I think it would be better to say it has not truly been born yet. It hasn't reached its potential, okay? I have heard the game called Battlefield Light, and that might have been true at one point, but there is enough content in the game. There is plenty of content in the game now. Every map is handcrafted and beautiful, alright? And because of this, every battle is its own story, okay? Every battle is its own story. Whereas, I would say in Battlefield, things more or less play out the same way over and over again. It is just a recreation. But more importantly, right, the biggest difference, I will tell you, I will show you the biggest difference. Hello, my name is Jack ISONZO. My father was a cobbler. I was drafted into this war against my wishes, but I learned to love the mountain. I learned to love the thrill of glory as I shoot and stab. I feel like a big, strong man. And the thing that makes me the biggest, strongest man is that any time this could happen to me. I understand that at any point that bad things I do to people could happen to me. And that is what makes me a real man, is I'm putting my life on the line. Okay. Now we will do Battlefield. Hi. My name's Lisa Battlefield. And I'm a girl. Did you hear that? I'm a girl. I have lady parts. I have lady parts. I have lady parts, and all my parts are so precious and special. And they're all pink too, even though I'm black. And I'm of an ambiguous race too. And I'm paraplegic. And I also have some other kind of disability. I think that war should be about me. If you download the Nicki Minaj skin from our elite loot box, don't worry, because the hitbox doesn't cover my entire ass. So you'll be fine. That is a difference, alright? That is a difference between Battlefield and ISONZO. ISONZO is made for men by men, and there really is no place for anybody else. I do not think that there will be a vast appeal ever, because that is just simply how it is. It reminds me of, dare I say, Xbox or 360. This game could have been on Xbox 360 for sure. That is what it feels like to me. Okay, so that is the misconceptions, alright? But segueing from the misconceptions, there is one game which might prepare you for this. Maybe two. They call it Fortnite, or maybe the PUBG Battle Royale. But you want to look at your map, okay? Map awareness is so crucial. The biggest mistake the noobs always make is bunching up in one place, because it looks cool, right? If you're defending, bunching a bunch of guys up on the trench line does look really cool. And when you shoot, sometimes 2 or 3 people shoot the same guy, right? And it looks really cool, but also you need to defend the entire trench line and both objectives. Okay, we should not be defending one area, we should be defending 4, okay? So if you're on the map and there's enemies behind you, you need to fall back. Okay, if there's enemies between you and the objective, you are in the wrong place. You must put yourself between them and the objective. Next, the next most important thing, right? I could forgive the people. I could forgive the people that don't use the map. I could forgive them for being nearsighted. But they are not nearsighted, okay? They will walk past this guy. This is the sneakiest man in all of ISONZO, okay? When he's lying on the ground like this is all you see of him. Alright? Go ahead and compare this to any other officer, and they look like an actual person with actual colors, right? This coat just stands out. There's no other. I don't think this color green exists anywhere else in the game except on his coat, okay? But this right here, look at it. It's muddy and dirty. And even to say with the Mountaineer, he has a nice muddy, dirty. Okay, so what happens is, right, if you walk past this guy, he will go on a killing spree. He will just keep shooting over and over and over again, okay? Or if you walk past this guy, he will spawn in the entire team with a frontline officer. He will spawn in the entire team. So you think you're just leaving one, you're walking past one guy, but you're really walking past the entire enemy team, okay? You must be aware of everything on your feet, okay? Everything on the ground, all right? So this awareness, it goes into the third part, which is learning, okay? You must learn. I need you to learn, okay? Learn the game, okay? The devs, they teach me to be polite, okay? Even I learn from the game. They teach me a lesson. They go and they yank the game away from me for a week because I was a naughty boy. So even I am learning. And I am also learning how to use my officer, okay? My officer, he sucks, okay? He's just a goofy idiot. Because he don't get the kills, and the officer should get so many kills. He don't get the kills. The scoreboard looks really stupid. So I have to learn, okay? But it is not just the big picture you have to learn. You have to learn the small picture, the little things, time by time again, okay? And if you learn, you can remember, okay? And remembering is important because you must understand the idea of object of permanence. You must have the concept of object permanence. Object permanence means if you see an object or there is an object that you know of, if you move or something happens to you, nothing will happen to that object unless you manipulate it or it is manipulated by somebody else, okay? So what this means is when you run past a Mountaineer and he shoots you in the back, and then you shoot your friend in the back, and you shoot your friend's friend in the back, and you shoot your sister in the back, and you shoot your mother in the back, you got to shoot him. He gonna be there. He might be there for 5 minutes on the killing spree. He might be there for 5 seconds. I prefer the 5 seconds. If you see someone on the killing spree, you must stop them. You must remember. You must remember, okay? You must remember when you go to your new life. It is not a new game. It is not new opportunities. You have a new life, but all of the same problems are there. And I think that's basically the three things, okay? Don't get caught up in the misconceptions. If you don't get caught up in the misconceptions, you will learn to use your map. And with that, you will remember, and you will be smarter. But I have a favor to ask of you. I have a favor to ask of you that could bring ISONZO to new greater heights, okay? I have a favor to ask. Get on the mic. Get on the mic and speak on the mic. Speak about the game, okay? We need to make a team. ISONZO has never reached its potential. It has plenty of content now. It has plenty of players, but we need a cataclysm, like a spark. We needed a spark. We needed a spark. If you talk about the game, you do great. I want you to be a hero. Once again, welcome to the ISONZO Zone. Use your freaking map.